Hey YouTube, Darren here. Just kind of an update as to what all's going on. Going to do some shout outs this afternoon, and I had a lot of people asking questions about the linkage on the Murraygator, so I was going to just give a brief overview of that and talk about the transaxles and everything and how I set up the linkage and everything. It's not hard or anything, but before I do that, I want to give a shout out to everybody that subscribed to my channel. So let's get over here and do this real quick. DAALHOFFARM, Dale Hoff Farm. Thanks for subscribing, man. 97 Bonneville, thanks, guy. Bubba McDaniel, thanks, man. Jacob Geifer, Giefer, thanks for subscribing, dude. Jacob Locklear, 783, that's all one word, thanks, man. Brandon McKittrick, thanks for subscribing, guy. Terrence Wynn, it's two words, TERRENCEWYNN. Restore 56, all one word, thanks, man. Adam Smith, thanks for subscribing. Ripstick, thanks, dude. Jack of all 125, thanks for subscribing, man. Devin Sparkman, thanks for subscribing, guy. 1BK Easter, thanks for subscribing, man. Let's flip this around and hope it don't fall. There we go. Mower 69 Muddin, thanks for subscribing, man. And Minnesota Guy 17, thanks for subscribing. Now let's take a look at this transmission. Let's take a look at the Murraygator. This is a Murray wide body LT that I have welded to another frame of a Murray. I like using Murrays, not because I'm just so fanatical about them, but because they have a really good C-channel. It's nice and strong, it's easy to weld to, plenty of room to get down in there and do stuff. It's a good stable platform to start with. So this one is also powered by 16 horsepower Vanguard twin cylinder. I love it, it's really good. I have had a couple of problems with the carburetor. I have to clean the carburetor out fairly often for some reason, but you know, it's nothing terrible. I had a lot of people saying that it would be a problem because it would be so long and both transaxles would be locked, which they are, and turning would be a problem. I have not had that problem. A lot of people had recommended putting some really aggressive tires on the front so it would grip and turn. So it does that very well. More to come. I do have the hardware to put dualies on the back, and I did do that for a while. So you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tires in the rear there to pulling. It does great, no problems at all. The only thing is they're all turf saver tires, so if it's in mud and water, it doesn't do anything but spin. Now you put some weight in the back of it, it does really well. I have had about 600 pounds of redneck in the back of it, and it did very well. Not a lot of problems at all, and I had that with just the single tires and not the dualies. Didn't have any problems with it. It seemed to do very well. The 16 pulls it along nicely. It's actually, for some reason, it's faster than the Murraygator. The Murraygator is faster than kudzu, and there is kudzu right there. I'm not really sure why, because I use the same pulleys on everything. Now, someone had asked me, do I have a separate clutch system for the second transaxle unit? In a way, I do. I have a tensioner and everything, but it is also set up. Let's move this junk. I have to pull it. There we go. I have two pulleys. Get you in where you can see this. I have two pulleys on the primary drive unit, and that is a Tecumseh Peerless transaxle. It's a 6-speed, and then I have it attached to the secondary, which is also a Tecumseh Peerless 6-speed transaxle. And both of these are locked. I haven't had any problems out of these. And now I'll show you the linkage really quick. Sorry, I've been welding all day. It's hot and humid and been wearing a bunch of welding stuff, so I'm filthy. But let me show you this before I lose much more daylight. You can see this is linkage. Now, and I know you're saying, well, that's great, it's moving, but I've got it set up where it runs to this rod, and they're welded together. And then I have cut a little access to where it can run all the way through, and it runs to this rod. And that is a nut that's welded on with another slides through the nut. So this would be everything for the primary transaxle, and then this linkage here would be everything for the secondary axle. And this moves it all the way from reverse to neutral through all 6 gears. The clutch system is a regular dual clutch pulley that I've put on here. I have not had any trouble out of this guy. I ride it a pretty good bit. I don't record a lot of the videos that I do of it, but I have had a lot of luck with this setup. No problems at all. I do not have a battery. This is a pull start. I probably will not put a battery on this. There's just no need. This works great. The starter is good. I just don't have any need for a battery on it at this time. The bed I put on just to be different. It does good. I use it to haul feed around on the property. This access area down here I've decided to leave open, but I am going to put a bottom pan in it that I can take out so I can be able to adjust and tweak. I have this tensioner and then a spring here holding tension on this, and this one is great. If this belt were to break, it would still drive fine. I would just shift this into neutral and unhook it, and you could drive it around no problem at all. I still have it governed because I just don't like ungoverning. It shortens the lifespan in my opinion, and I just would rather have them governed, and they don't have that much of a problem with it. I was trying to think of anything else to say. I am going to get the hood. I've got the hood. It's stuck behind a bunch of junk, so I can't get to it. So everybody has asked about that. I was trying to think. I'm looking for some really nice, aggressive off-road tires. Nothing huge. I'm thinking like maybe 22s, just to make it a little bit better. And then we're going to paint it and be done with this guy and move on to the next one. So in a nutshell, that's about it. I know this one is getting kind of long, and I'm sorry about that. But thanks everybody for expressing an interest in it, about the linkage and everything. If you have any questions, you can send them to me, PM me or something like that, and I'll respond to it as well as I can. Thanks guys. Y'all stay dry because it's been raining every other day. Take it easy.